Alright. This is the biggest, most well-armed ship that I've ever built in Starmade. And it's not a particularly big ship as far as ships go in Starmade. I always focused on fighters and smaller ships a lot of the times. But, you know, I wanted to make something that, at least if I built a couple of these, I could pretty much just give everyone a nice punch in the nose. This ship, despite its size, can punch well above its weight. But we will get to that. Let us take a quick mosey on down to the core. Now, obviously, you're like, where the hell? How do you even get into this thing? Yep, it's a little weird. But, you know, try to keep everybody safe in here. Coming down. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, yeah, good thing I saw it on the... Oh, no, I'm going too far now, aren't I? Yep. We're going. Oh, hold on. We gotta... Boop! Get a little gravity going here. So, this ship is pretty much built as a... if anyone's played Star Wars Empire at War, there is a ship called the Aggressor, and it basically has two big guns on the front, and those big guns, one takes out your shields, one takes out everything that isn't a shield. And this ship is built to kind of accomplish the same thing. So let's take a look at the outside first, since I'm already talking about the weaponry. So this is equipped with, as you can see on each side, there are these are missile launchers. These are sort of like call them a proton repeater. So you can fire those real quick. Those are dumbfire missiles. These do not lock on. And they're all about just pounding the hell out of whatever, just keeping the pressure on. But on the top are the... well, there's a lot of different weapon systems on this, but this, instead of focusing on taking the shields out with one volley and then taking the ship or hull out with the second volley, this is an armor-piercing round, so that pierces armor, and then this is a nuke, and when it hits, it, yeah, it's sort of like, taking the juice out of something, you know, it just kind of gets past the tough outer skin, the tough shell, and then you just squeeze out all those juices with the nuke. So yeah, that's, those are the missile systems. Now, if you want to take down the shields, we actually have a separate, on the bottom here, these are an anti-shield beam, and there is also, in the middle here, a shield drain beam. Now, this is an evolution of a concept I really wanted to put into this ship, which is, when your shields go down in Starmade, they're just down for 10 seconds. But if you can find a way to heal back your shields or get some shield power back, you can get your shields up right away. So, if I'm fighting a bigger enemy that's going to take a lot of shots to take down their shield, and they probably are going to get my shields down first, because this ship's more about armor tanking, I guess. It's got a lot of shields, but not, I guess, too many. But it definitely has pretty strong shields. But against a bigger ship, its shields probably will go down first, and I rely more on the armor to kind of just keep me alive. But yeah, so this thing allows me to take the enemy's shields and basically get my shields back up right away. And this is really useful, especially with something like the nuke, right? If I can time it properly, I can have shields for that nuke, and it won't do any damage to my hull and almost negate it. So this is actually a very helpful defensive tool, and it's also just cool to have a shield drain beam. So that's most of the main weapons. Now you can see there's some turrets here on the outside. Now I haven't finished outfitting the entire ship with turrets, but what you have here is pretty much 3 different types of turrets. This is a smaller anti-fighter turret, can kind of double as a point defense turret as well. Just fires a bunch of, you know, cannons. You can see 3-barrel, just rapid fire. This thing has a goddamn array of cannons, also putting holes in people, doing some good damage to shields, and it also has missiles that vertically launch from the back, and I have another one on this side. The idea is to have one on the right side as well, but we don't really have that yet. So yeah, that's the. Oh, sorry. There's one more type of turret. There is the small point defense turret, which is in the back here, which pretty much just tries to protect the engine. And that's pretty much it. Aside from, this system isn't fully loaded, but it does work. It has been tested to work. Can't really see in there, can you? Oh yeah, here we go. Is this? Oh wait. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. There we go. So this is a torpedo launcher. And it basically, as you can see here, just fires torpedoes straight away. They're just small entities with warheads on the end of them. And those can be used, again, against larger or, shielded foes that we just want to do more damage to. Kind of an afterthought. I don't really... They're not loaded for a reason. Like, I don't really use them. They're not really worth loading. And I could create them fully loaded, but I've never been like, oh, okay, I gotta get those loaded so I could use it. I was like, oh, okay, I made that, and that was kind of it. Some little vents and fun stuff here. You can see here there's a lot of armor. There's like these are kind of ridiculous. I had to use different corners and stuff. This actually took me a lot of time to do. Fun little exterior detail. And then, of course, I'm sure you noticed there's like this sort of armored face thing. I love putting little faces on the front of my ships. So, yeah, it has that going on. And everything else kind of just jives with that same little aesthetic. There's the engines in the back, which you saw in the beginning. And there's actually a functional aspect to this, which is cool. And there's one other exterior detail that I really love, which is you can see the guns charging after you fire them. So when you fire these, just fire everything, you just drain the battery here. Look on the outside. There's like a little animation. And there's more to it than just that, but yeah, I made a little thing there, and you see there once the guns are fully charged, then it stops. Fire it again. I can't really actually because there's not enough. Oh, I think yeah. Anyway, yeah, fun little. It's on both sides too. Yeah, you can see it like kind of. Oh, anyway, it stopped. They're like going outwards towards where the guns are because they're kind of on the well, it's not really the outside, but that's what this is. This is supposed to be part of like the power cable for the guns. You can see there's a little bit of a glow, and like that's. It's obviously not the only power cable, but there's like a bunch of there's even stuff on the inside. We'll get when we get to the interior, you'll see it too. The whole idea, obviously, being that these guns require a lot of power and they're really big, and that's the whole point of the ship, is to aim these guns at something that's probably bigger than it, and just take a huge chunk off of it. And you can see here too, there's a bridge. There's also a fun little feature of the bridge. There's like it's to because I always thought it was stupid in a lot of shows and whatever, like they have glass and they'll get like shot through the glass and everybody in the bridge will die and the ship will go down. It'll be this big massive thing and they just put this really obvious weak spot. But I do like the idea of like having the bridge on the top here, so this is my solution. Little screen to protect. Little backside here with a scanner thing, which looks kind of cool. And yeah, a little tail fin aspect, and that's pretty much it. There's also a little bay that opens here. I guess it's kind of cool to look at it from the outside. We'll see it from the inside in a bit here, but yeah, it's a little hatch with a shuttle in it. So yeah, oh, and I forgot the back of these anti-shield things look kind of cool too. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of little details. It's gray, so it kind of in some ways can look pretty boring. But I wanted it to just look really chunky and hard to blow up, which is definitely what I tried to do with this thing. So I showed you the weapon systems. I also want to talk a bit about the defensive system. So I have this thing set up to have all the effect computers. So that means that I get defensive boosts to both my armor and shields. And I've also built the armor to... Oh, I don't know what that is. I've also built the armor to be very strong. So in the front, obviously, it's got a bunch of advanced armor here, layers of it going back. But then I also have a bunch of space areas to kind of mitigate damage from missiles and reduce weight. Really, obviously, it's the main thing with spaced armor, right? Otherwise, you would just make it all the way through solid. And what I did here is I put a bunch of basic hull. So it starts on the outside with like really strong hull, and then the middle part here kind of to protect the shield from any missile stuff, because that's usually, you know, when it comes, once they strip away the armor from the tops and sides, you're probably going to be looking at missiles. So the basic hull is basically a very lightweight way to mitigate the damage from those missiles. You can see here it kind of goes through a lot of the shield capacitors. Now, it's probably worth noting, I don't think I've really mentioned it in this video, but this is like an old version of Starmade. I don't really know how these work in the newer versions. I haven't rebuilt these ships, and I don't know. I really don't think these ships will behave the same way. So I just want to include that disclaimer when I'm talking about how certain things work. You might be like, okay, there's no more nukes, for instance. This whole weapon system doesn't exist anymore, so I don't really know. I guess I could adjust it, but I really love the way this ship worked. Oh, I love that animation too. But anyway, that's pretty much it. You know, it's weaker on the backside. The armor's not as complicated on the backside. The defensive systems are pretty much just that. And obviously, there's the the screen that I just showed you. There's the point defense systems in the rear. And there's one other thing. So there's a mobility system. There's two different things. Again, this is an older version of Starmade, so this is before auto-charging jump drives were a thing. So I have an auto-charging jump drive, and I also have a... Yeah, as you can see here, this is what I was saying before about the engine. This is I think it's a push computer. So I did the math, and in this version, push computer per unit of mass provides 4 times as much thrust in a specific direction when compared to a normal like thrust block that moves you. So basically, this gives you a very lightweight way to move very quickly in one direction, and again, with the engines facing the way they are, the direction I chose was forward, and it basically just gives me a boost forward. And that gives the ship, despite it having a ton of armor, and big guns and all these other things that are going to make it really heavy and weigh it down, it actually can move pretty quickly. If you have to know how to use the push computer and being able to turn the nose of the ship, and also, you know, maybe adjusting your thruster settings so that you can turn a little bit better. Ship definitely turns kind of slow. It's not crazy slow when you compare it to like the massive ships that exist in Starmade. But anyway, so that's pretty much it, I think, in terms of systems, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we can move to the interior, and I'm going to do this on foot. Actually, no, hold up. There's something else I got to show you that I can only do in build mode. So you saw the animation before for the guns, and I mentioned how there was also a connection to the guns feeding it power on the inside. Here they are. So the reactor, where's the core area that I was just at? I think it's up here. Sorry, I lost myself here. This is level 1. We gotta go to level 2. Oh, right, it's over here. I'm like, wait a minute, now I know where I am. Okay, so this is on either side of the guns. There's like a room here that's basically made for monitoring the power for that respective gun, and I created a cool little animation, which maybe we'll turn off the light here so you can really see it. I'm gonna fire away here, and you can see here now the light's going. It's like a little light feeding into the guns, and then there's like this loading bar that I made that I'm very proud of. You can see it slowly loads up, and then when the power is fully back on, it goes back to ready. And yeah, so I can't really do that because I would have to run really fast from from the core back. So yeah, that's the other part of the animation. So that it's on the inside and the outside. I fucking love that thing. I was very happy that I made that. So yeah, and obviously you can see here like all the weapons computers, all the defensive computers, they're all together here in the this is really like the command room of the ship, not the bridge. The bridge is just where the idiots hang out. Oh yeah, and this is literally like the reactor maintenance room basically. You can see here it's all glowy and has all the power blocks and whatnot. And then there's also, these parts of the reactor kind of moving through the middle of the ship, which adds a nice little effect of, like, I don't know, how tightly packed the interior is in this ship. This hallway is probably one of the most spacious areas in the ship. And it's pretty much just to get from where we just were to the back area, which is where more of like the crew quarters and things are. So this actually is, I think most of these are we? Alright, it doesn't work for some reason. Oh no, here we go. Flight mode? Oh, okay, okay. Alright, so what this is, I have to fix some of these because they're like, they all face the same direction as what the ship is facing. But anyway, it's like a security camera system. So you can see down the hallways. But it's kind of fucked up. I didn't realize that was gonna go like that. But that was the idea behind that. Oh wait, like dump me in the hallway here. Without gravity now. I have no gravity. So this is where people would mount up for operations. You got storage here. Oh, it's auto pulling. Anyway, you got storage here. You could put your guns in there and come in here and put your little booties on and go kick the bad guys' butts. So that's what's on this side. And go to the other side real quick, and then we'll go all the way to the other side of this shit. Oh, wait, did we just go to the other side of the ship? No, we did. Well, whatever. We'll go this way then. We'll follow the tour this way. This is the first bathroom, which you can see you got a sink here, chair for, again, putting your booties on or whatever. Showers, shitters, showers. Let's close that. And then there is, keep going, there's an elevator, which we'll come back to. There's also crew quarters, which we'll come back to. And there is another bathroom, which is just a mirror opposite. We also forgot the light switch. If you want to make out with your boyfriends in here, you can turn the lights off. Come down here. And we have, I don't know, I think this stopped working. Does it? Yeah. I need to fix this somehow, but it's supposed to, when you hit this, you can see it says prison lock, prison open. This is basically like, I mean, obviously this is a door that if you don't own the faction, if you're not in the faction, you won't be able to open it. So like if I locked you in here, I don't, you have to be RPing obviously, but this is like a little prison, little brig, and the only way to open it, why can't it, there we go, I don't know why it's not working, is to press this little button, but obviously it's a little broken right now, and this thing tells you whether or not it's open or locked. Watch it right there, now it's open. So yeah, that's that. I forgot which is it, this way? I think it's this way, right? Yeah, there we go. So coming back here, we have, oh, here we go, put some gravity now. I can walk normally without like bumping around. This is a cabin for the crew. You can see there's a little message system. We'll get to that when we go to the bridge. But there's, messages, light switch. Again, if you want to make out with your boyfriends. Lockers for everybody's stuff. I think, is this also a, I don't know, that's just a, looks like a computer of some sort, but I don't know. You can mess around on there. This is, again, the mirror opposite for more crew, because this ship requires, a decent amount of crew. And now we come to the mess hall, fun little place where you can do a lot of fun things. So obviously you have these big tables, sit with your friends and eat. There's an area where you can sit and watch TV. You can see a little soap opera on. People are all like, "Whoa, oh!" Something dramatic's happening, so that's cool. And there's another bathroom here. This is mainly for the, oh shit, I had tacos and I have to save myself. So that's, you come in here and you can use the bathrooms for that. So obviously there's a lot of bathrooms on the ship, which is nice. This is where the food is served. This is what they eat. They eat green rocks. No, this is actually what they eat. This is the menu. So this is the breakfast menu. That's the lunch menu. And then we have a dinner menu. Well, actually, hold up. Oh, wait, no, we don't want to change it. You can change, well, you can't change it from here, but there's an automated system that's like behind the wall here, and that's what feeds the info. I loved all the shit that they added where you could do stuff. Anyway, so you see here, I got a fun little thing to, oh no, I want to show you the lunch menu, sorry. Turkey club, cheeseburger and fries, garden salad, deluxe salad. What do we got for dinner? Is seared steak with potatoes, chicken and salad, or a meatloaf stew. I actually would like some meatloaf stew right now. That sounds pretty good. Here's the kitchen back here. This little stove for you. This is a fridge where we store the food. So, yeah, nice little mess hall in here. yeah. Ship's my baby. Spent a lot of time in this thing, so it's kind of cool to go through and look at all the interior things. I never really had like a crew to RP with. It was usually just me or maybe somebody else, not like a whole 8 or 9 people. It's usually not that many people in Starmade, but anyway. So, or at least like on one ship. Everyone kind of wants their own ship. So we're gonna go up to the bridge now. It's got a nice little elevator, as you can see. This is where we came in before. This is the... Yeah, if you want to come hang out here, which I wouldn't because you're probably going to die when the pirates come. Nice. Oh, I forgot about these blue lights in here. Give a little character. Anyway, back inside. That's the way to get out. This is the recreation room. You can see you have a nice big table to, you know, maybe play cards, hang out, read some magazines. Again, little thing where test message, we don't have a... anyway, so there's also computers here, definitely porn capable. Again, that's usually what they're used for in here. Bunch of lonely sailors. On this side is the marine quarters, the temporary quarters. So these are just basically a bunch of beds and lockers, kind of stuffed into a small room. Again, trying to use space very efficiently in this ship because it's a military ship, and as you've already seen, it has a lot of space devoted to its systems and blowing things up. Oh, this is the secret. Well, we missed it. Hold on. We gotta go back. I added this later, so it's not built into the original elevator system. Hold on, we gotta go back up to level 2. Bing, boom. And then we hit this, and then it creates a rail to stop it. And then, boop. Now, this is what I like to call, or yeah, what did I call it? The secret, what is it? Secret drives maintenance, special drives maintenance. So yeah, this is where we have the push computer, again, that helps us move faster forward. And then this is actually kind of cool. I'm afraid to do this in FTL jump, but fuck it. This is the FTL jump charging thing. So when it's running, it has these like jump crystals. You can see I put a bunch of jump computers back there too to like make like a cool little chamber. But I'm gonna stop that before before we jump to light speed. But yeah, cool little detail. Kind of forgot about it, or almost didn't. And then anyway, we're gonna keep going. Yeah, back down to level 1. Let's go to level 1 first before we go to the bridge. Because level 1's got the cargo hold, which, you know, it's just a cargo hold. Oh, there's a block missing. Anyway. Yeah, cargo manifest, which you probably need more than that with this much space. This is like a conveyor belt thing. And actually what happens is... Oh, do I still have it like that or no? Huh. I used to have it so it had like... pieces of cargo like on the belt. But anyway, a lot of space there for cargo. Come down here, we have these little computer rooms which lead into, because there's one on the other side as well, computer room over there, which leads into this very tight shuttle bay. Again, maximizing space as much as possible. There is a shuttle ready room back here with, again, little space for your whatever equipment you might need, a little console for, you know, pressing buttons and looking busy, and then this is, I guess, for briefing the aspects of your mission. You are going to get this rock out in this sector. Go. And this is the shuttle. I have actually escaped in this shuttle before when the ship got overwhelmed once, and it was fun to... I charged the thing, and the second I got out of here, I just immediately jumped, and I was just in I think one thing hit me, and there was like a little chunk missing. Anyway, it was a crazy time in this cute little ship. It's just a bunch of thruster blocks, has a jump drive for escaping, salvage computer. It's literally like if your ship gets blown up and you're stranded, you could still use this ship to mine and do stuff and heal and store your stuff. And yeah, it's a great ship. It's a great ship, despite being this little tiny shuttle. It's got nice little windows, too. And this fun little door that opens. You could see here, it's got a little gap. How do you get it sealed so nice and tight? I have a special system for this thing. It's not really a special system. There's just a delay, so this thing doesn't. It waits till the door closes. Otherwise, the thing can get stuck. This little fun little thing I had to figure out when I was creating this, but yeah, fun little shuttle door. That's pretty much it on the lowest level here. There isn't really much else. I don't think, right? Nope. So we go to the bridge, which will be the final stop of the tour. Maybe we'll have another video later on where let's close that, where I show off the awesome power of this battleship. I think I'm definitely gonna have a video where I show off the awesome power of this thing, because while I have all these fun little interior things, I first and foremost built this around the weapon systems, and this thing is a very capable ship. But we'll show that off another time. Anyway, this is another crew room. This is the captain's room, which has a nice big-ass bed. It's got space for the bitches, or man whores, depending on the gender of the captain. And yeah, this is like a big command center computer thingy, and a big table for scheming and plotting, because that's... If you're the commander of this ship, or captain, I should say, oh shit, forgot about this. You are definitely going to be scheming, blowing things up, because that's what it's all about in here. So there's another elevator, as you can see, that actually takes you up to the bridge. Wait, hold up. Yeah, we're on the front floor before, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot. We looked at the other rooms. I forgot. We were on the third floor. Okay, so... Red alert. This should now go out across the ship, and you would now see red alert. I don't know if that's it. Yeah, there we go. Red alert. I think I have to fix that one. But all the other ones. So now if you're like in the rec room, right? Red alert. Oh, red alert. Oh, burr, burr, burr. Okay. So yeah, that's what that's about. That was my little system for sending messages. You could say Merry Christmas. Just, you know, very, very good RP stuff. I love the RP stuff. Over here we have a thing that is basically the navigator's area of the ship, and it shows you where you are and all that kind of fun stuff. Oh yeah, what's on this side? Oh, this is like defense damage control. Yes, there we go, defensive systems. And this just basically, it gives you a readout of your defensive systems, and that's pretty much it. You know, again, RP stuff. Yeah, and the captain. Yes, this is where the captain sits, of course, along with two other blokes or lasses. Fucking what I'm talking about. So that's pretty much it for the. You can see you got some nice lighting as well. That's pretty much it up here in the there. Oh, you know what I should put? I just realized that fucking ship is so old, and I just realized that I should do this. There's no way for me to turn on the screen from inside the ship. To have like a button to turn on the bridge screen to protect my face. Because I think it still counts as weight even if it's closed, so it's technically the best to have it open so that... I don't know, maybe it's not. I don't think about the game stuff. It's a fun little, like, little tiny, narrow little bridge that you come across here. Oh, you can't even walk through this. Alright, this is kind of dumb. I need to fix that. But anyway, I'm always looking for things to improve on the ships. That UX testing. So we climbed up the ladder at the speed of light there, you saw. And this is another thing that if you get in it, it's all just a scanning computer. That's it. This version of Starmade, this old version. That's how scanning works. I think scanning still works like that, what am I saying? But still, this is a separate entity. Yeah, so the rear part of this is actually a totally separate entity. As you can see here, I go straight through this, but I can edit those. So that is the scanning computer, and I believe that's also what's back here or something like that. I don't know. Beautiful little lights. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. That's the Aggressor 16a. So yeah, next video we'll probably take it into combat. Maybe we'll do a survival campaign where we RP aboard the Aggressor. Who knows? Can't really do it by myself though, so I'll have to get some fellows. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the little tour. I sure as hell enjoyed fucking running through this ship. This ship is a beauty, and I fucking love it. So yeah, hopefully you love it too, like I said. And have a good one.